How's practice been this week?
It's been okay. I mean, practice really hasn't been a problem all year.
You talked about earlier in the week about players being banged up. Are you seeing any progress with guys
Well,
getting
yeah,
back?
we're seeing some progress, but we're pretty banged up. It's a pretty physical game on Saturday.
I imagine you would hope to get a lead and then get a chance to play some of the younger offensive linemen
I
in
just
this
hope to
one.
win a game. That's all I hope.
I guess kind of in terms of that, how's Justin holding up? Seems like
He's good.
doing better this year physically.
Yeah, he's probably one of the. I mean, you know, we play 6 straight games. Nobody's perfect, but he's in pretty good health.
It'd be nice to get a win this week and then have the bye week to.
Yeah, it's always good to try to win before the bye, especially, you know, coming off a couple of losses like we've had. It'd be good to get a win.
You said yesterday, I think they had 3 starters on the line that were not practicing. Was that the same today?
I don't know.
All right, thanks.
In terms of, I guess, the guard play, Parker continue to earn his play time.
It doesn't matter. All 3 of them play. I mean, Shamir didn't play as many reps in the last game for whatever reason, but they're all 3 going to play. So, I mean, Shamir actually started. So this is a 3-man rotation there right now.
Do you know how you'll arrange practice next week? Is that,
Yeah, the coaches will be out. We'll probably take Monday off, give Monday off, and then practice the rest of the week and the weekend more likely.
In terms of, I guess, keeping up the positive mood with the team or anything, is there anything you say to them this week?
You know, the team is way more resilient than you guys and some of the fans. The team's playing. They're not, you know, they just keep playing. It's like we talked about after practice today. You put in so much time and effort, and you don't get to play that many games. If you're not excited to play in the game, something's wrong with you. I mean, you got to look forward to the games. Put in a lot of work to get there.
You played, I think, 3 of the top 10 defenses in the country already this year, one of which you beat. Has it been harder this year in terms of that
I think
so
the way
far?
the schedule has, yeah, we've hit them on the front end instead of the, you know, spread out. And, you know, for whatever reason, in the Mercer game, we didn't get the ball a lot, so you don't run up the same kind of numbers that you normally run up. You know, they did a good job possessing the ball. So even when we haven't played the better defenses, we've run very few plays. So the stats are going to be skewed a little bit. But we're not close to being as good on offense as we need to be.
I
It's a little both.
imagine explosive plays, that was kind of one of your key stats every year. You've been really good here, and it's down through these first 6 games.
Yeah, well, against good defenses, it'll be down.
Yeah.
You know, and Georgia Southern going into their last game, they were up there pretty good defensively. I mean, they've got a bunch of older guys that have played. You know, a bunch of guys up front that are seniors. Linebacker, the transfer from Florida State, is a good player. The Galligan kid is a really good player. I mean, they got a good front group.
you mentioned the perimeter blocking before. Is that something you still feel like needs to get a lot better?
It's always can be better. Yeah, I think we've improved it some the last 2 weeks. So hopefully we'll continue to get better with that. It's going to be big this week too.
Is that somewhere you'd like to see Quay kind of step his game up a little bit?
Yeah, Quay's a better. I mean, there's no secret he's better with the ball than he is without it. But you can't play and just be the guy with the ball. I mean, that's too big a key and too big a thing. So he's willing. You know, he works at it. He'll be okay blocking, I think.
Another team with speed at the receiver position.
Yeah, they're really good receivers. Got some guys that are really quick and fast.
And I imagine you'll be in some situations where there's going to be
There's always situations when you play against the option team where they're one-on-one. There's always a lot of situations like that.
Yeah.
I'm curious, I was writing something about Clinton, and I know that when in his class, he was one of the later guys to get offered. Like, what was kind of, like, what would have made him a maybe more appealing candidate, a prospect, who would have gotten offered early? Is it like the speed, or is it something particular that?
Well, you recruit guys and you lose somebody at the end, and you take somebody who was rated on our board. At the time, I don't remember how many A-backs we took. So maybe we lost one at the end, and I think he was committed to Georgia State or somebody, and he came here, and he's been a good player. So far, he's been really explosive.
And it's interesting, like you look at him, and you've got him and Quay and JJ. They've all got a couple of years left. It's
Well, there's only 2 seniors on offense that are playing.
Right.
Center and the quarterback, that's it.
Anything else for Coach?
That's all.